What is going on, benchwarmers? Honestly, I don't know where to look first. I'm kind of confused. So just look there for now.
Yeah, look right like on post.
Okay.
Well, you know, like when we went to watch the NYCFC game, you should be used to looking at posts. Yeah,
Okay.
I can look at myself.
I'll look there. Welcome back, benchwarmers. Yes, we have a different setup today. If you're watching, you can see that we're changing the background. Hopefully, by next episode, you'll see more changes coming.
We're caged in.
Yeah, we're caged in. Thank you for joining us. As always, we are the benchwarmers. I am Eric, the instigator.
Nico,
for a minute, I thought you were gonna finish it. Like, okay, we are the bench. We're the benchwarmers. We're the benchwarmers. Like, wait, where was the podcast? I wasn't here for it. My bad.
Oh god, this is gonna be a long episode, isn't it?
Is that Marco the Interrupter?
Yeah.
Interrupter?
I decided for a new nickname. I'll give you one night. It's my turn.
It's your turn.
Is it?
It's your turn now. You just stole the show.
All right, Marco, the 100 names. I have 100 names, bro.
All right, I'm done.
Mil nombres, bro.
This is off to a rough start.
Mil nombres, bro.
Off to a rough start right now.
Mil nombres. I have so many names. Why
you said 100 though.
No, Spanish is a little different. Sounds better if it's mil.
This is off to a rough start, guys. But yeah, Gat, thank you for being here.
We're still finding a nickname for me.
I'm gonna call you Gat.
Yeah, I don't know. You said that's an Xbox thing. So.
Yeah, but I mean, for now, I mean,
you can give yourself a name like mine. 100.
Do you want to be called a regurgitator?
I prefer that one.
It gets so bad. I can tell you.
I like that one. I don't know. I vote for that one.
We're not. Well, Marco maybe call you that, but I'm gonna call you Gat.
Gat. Hairball. Hairball.
Hairball. He's bald.
Hairball. You know, like the cats regurgitate hairballs.
How do you? Oh, hold on.
Get hairball,
I got one. How do you say gloves in Spanish?
Guante.
Guante. Is that in your mouth?
Just because I might hit the microphone.
Nick, thank you as always for being next to me and partaking in that joke. Marco is sick right now because I just got him. Yes, it's been a while since a guy saw me with that. Actually, I got Jose last time with that joke. So
yeah, you got Josue with that one, but Diego was more pissed off about it.
Yeah, I'm kind of mad that Jose still isn't here to like defend his so-called team. You know, but hopefully Jose, if you are listening to this, get your ass here because we have a lot to ask you, which we'll be definitely going into this episode. Before we get into everything, we're gonna take a different approach today. We're not gonna go over every single game. We're gonna go over some regular, some big talking points, some headline news, and the predictions for the weekend. So that's pretty much gonna be today's episode. Anything you guys want to get off your chest before we get into it? Guy, I know you had a pretty rough. Yeah,
I've got a bone to pick with Marco.
Oh,
not surprised. It's always me.
It's always Marco for one reason or another. So I'm gonna ask you guys a question.
Talk to me. What did I do this time?
No, I'm done talking to you. I'm talking to them. Let's say you guys are looking forward to meeting up with a friend, a boy, and just drinking, whatever the case may be. You guys set a predetermined time for the most part. Destination is already set. You get there to meet said friend. And
Did he confirm?
He says,
Did he confirm?
"Oh, my bad. I didn't say anything because I didn't think we were still meeting."
No. Did he confirm?
You know what's funny though? I called him and he explained to me that he wasn't gonna come. So I had to find out through him.
He knew.
No. This could have been the simplest thing. Nico texted me on the side and said, "Marco, are you going?" And I said, "No, Nico," and I gave you an explanation. Okay. He's like, "Okay, bet."
So it was out there.
Anybody could have done exactly the same thing.
So, I mean, we have a chat for a reason, right?
So
I mean, I didn't confirm.
So for the listeners and for those watching us, links in the description below.
Which we get into,
So Nico in our group chat asks, "Hey, are we still recording? If so, I'm down." I liked it, and then I also said I'm down. Nico also liked it, and Eric also liked it.
Did you like it?
He did.
Oh, I didn't see that.
So around time of recording, I show up. Marco's car's not outside, so I'm like, okay. That's fine. I mean, it's only 15 minutes after we were supposed to meet anyway, so maybe he just got tied up. And then he definitely got tied up. Come to find out that apparently he told Nick no, which I just found out, but he didn't tell us no.
Yeah, I mean, Nick reached out to me.
I love the communication.
I love the.
You could have reached. I could have answered that text message the same way that you guys could have asked me if I was going to come or not.
What he said is like, "Oh, I didn't respond because I was busy all day." Oh no, what did you say? What was it again?
I mean, you can read the text.
I just want to pull it up. But if you want me to pull it up, I'll pull it up. So let's get into it.
Don't forget, I do misspell a lot of things, so you have to read exactly how I type it.
Damn, yeah, give me 30 minutes. I can swing by for Nick and be there. I didn't say anything because I had some shit with my nephew. But say you have some shit with your nephew.
So my response to that was, so you're doing something, and that's when you decide to stay quiet.
Yeah,
makes sense. Makes sense to me.
I don't reply.
Makes sense to me. You're asking.
Point is, communication is shit.
I mean,
on this bench.
Hey, I did reply today
to Nick.
When
to Nick.
No, today I replied when he said, "Are we going to record?" And I replied, "Mondays and Thursdays are recording. You don't have to ask."
And you said other days require confirmation. Well, you
Exactly.
did, but you didn't even confirm that we were not going to record on Tuesday.
So if there's no confirmation, that means that I'm not going to be present.
Look, there's no arguing. He's New Year, new him. When he's right, he's right.
And when
he's
I'm wrong,
wrong,
I'm
he's
wrong.
right.
He's still right.
New Year, new him, bro. There's no, you can't win that argument, bro. Look, it's over. He ditched us.
I mean, you guys put some work, so you good.
Yeah,
we put a couple things up. So
managed to do some, get some progress done. But how are you, man? How are you? How you guys been?
Not bad. Can't complain, man.
Yeah.
Just moving on.
Moving on. Okay.
Been busy.
All right.
Clearly.
Yeah. So before we get into today's episode, as always, we appreciate all the all the subscribes, all the support you guys give us. You can find us on YouTube, all the podcast platforms. I feel like I'm forgetting something right now. Am I forgetting something right now? Well, leave a review. It definitely goes a long way and helps us out a lot. And yeah, watch out for some future. Oh yes, live streaming on Saturday.
Oh yeah, Saturday.
Saturday, yes. So I
12:30.
want to get that actually out there early because the earlier we get it, the more of you hopefully will join us. So we're gonna be live streaming the Man City versus who's my home? Man City or Spurs?
Man City.
Man City's at home, so we're gonna it's gonna be the empty hat. So we're gonna be here.
You guys will be the only fans.
Gonna be the only fans. Actually, from my understanding, they get a lot of fans at their games. Like
They do. They have the highest attendance in the league.
So maybe we should not say that as much because it's not true. But yes, come join us for the live stream. It's gonna be on YouTube.
Yes.
At this channel. So
Yeah.
if you're watching, thank you. If you're listening, you know where to find us. And let's get into it. Oh, excuse me. I had a burp right there. All right. First thing I want to start off with is actually gotta give respect to Chelsea. I feel like I don't know about you guys, but at least on my end, I never really gave the club Club World Cup any respect or I guess enough credit. When in reality, especially in South America, it's a very respectable trophy. Palmeiras, worked their asses off to get there. So I kind of want to start off with Chelsea and Kai Havertz, honestly, because let me ask you guys real quick. How would you guys sum up his current Chelsea career so far?
I'll give it a rating. So out of 10, I'll give it a 6.5.
6.5.
Yeah, I was leaning more towards 6.
To me, it's like, it's more like a roller coaster. It's up and down a lot.
Now, the reason I asked you guys that because let's look at his success at Chelsea. He won them the Champions League. He won them the Club World Cup. 5 years, 10 years from now, how is he going to be remembered?
It's a champion. It was a winner.
Is he going to be remembered for his
Ups and
moments or remembered as a club legend for?
But as a Chelsea,
he got him Champions League.
But if I were a Chelsea fan, though, I would still be frustrated because he does it all for them, not in the Prem.
Okay.
So his form doesn't translate. Like he said, it's up and down. It's a roller coaster. He does well when it's not the Prem, which is fine considering what he has helped them win. But you would kind of want, especially for this kind of team, trying to challenge for the title, you kind of want him to also. Obviously, every player you want him to do it in the Prem too. So I'd be frustrated that he does it all outside.
Nick?
I don't know. I've always kind of rated Kai Havertz, even when he came in from the Bundesliga. I always kind of wanted him at Liverpool to try to succeed Firmino in that false nine position. I think he's a very talented player. His overall stature, he can play across the whole front three. But I guess when players come in from the Bundesliga, we don't know it's the Bundesliga. I mean, you guys know I don't rate that league as highly as other leagues. The spacing behind is so much, but he's still a talented player. And his overall Chelsea career, it's been a weird one just because, like you mentioned, I don't know if Chelsea's fans would say this, but like, would you guys say he repaid the 80 million that Chelsea have spent?
Yeah,
I think so.
I'd agree.
You would agree?
Yeah, he won them the money that they get for Champions League.
That's literally why I think Abramovich just throws money at everything. They're never cheap. They've always spent big, and that's always translated into Champions League trophies, European success. Which, yeah, I think it's more of a success than Lukaku.
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah,
Without a
that
doubt.
yeah,
Lukaku's 100 mil.
absolutely.
So you think he fulfilled his 80 million price tag?
With the success he brought them, I don't think if I'm a Chelsea fan and I look at Kai Havertz and I don't look at him at the price tag anymore. I look at him. He won me the Champions League, so I'm not gonna hold the price tag over him now.
So is he a cult hero?
I wouldn't call him that.
But maybe you could though, because he like I said, like he just. I mean, I keep repeating myself. I sound like a broken record, but it's fucking Champions League. You fucking won them that. Now everybody can say that. He's the only one. He's the one that scored the goal for them. So
Yeah, but he had a backing of 10 other players for him to be able to accomplish that. So it's
Oh,
not
yeah,
only
that's
him.
not
I mean, he put the ball in the net. Don't get me wrong. I understand that, but there was also 10 other players behind him that helped him get to that point. So do I call him a hero? No. Is he considered a legend? No, but he will be remembered for scoring that goal that won them the Champions League. But at some point, that's not going to be enough for the fans. At some point, they're going to want a little bit more, and it's the league or consistency, right? So for now, I think it's okay, but it's not going to save him from shit talking in the future. If there's no consistency, if he continues this roller coaster what I call roller coaster of goods and bads, it's going to be tough for him.
I totally agree with what you just said, honestly.
So
Every single.
So right, he needs more.
Yeah,
more of a season to play out to see how it turns out.
Chelsea fans are like, they're probably one of the fan bases in the league who demand the most, which is, I don't blame them. Chelsea are the most successful club, Premier League club with this century.
I don't know if they demand the most or they just whine because they just throw money at everything.
I think they're used to it now.
They're
like the
used to
rich
just
kids
getting
that,
whatever they want. That's the thing. I don't. For me, demanding is more Real Madrid. Like those fans are
Brutal,
ruthless and
yeah.
brutal. Chelsea fans I want a new toy. I don't know. That's how I view it because just look at their freaking recent transactions.
By the way, not century, decade.
Yeah, past years.
Yeah, decade. I don't want to offend any Man United fans. I just thought about that. Yeah, I said Chelsea are the most successful English club this century,
century.
but
I
it's
even
decade.
noticed that honestly, but yeah. I mean that's kind of wanted to get your thoughts on Kai Havertz and Chelsea as a whole, especially the Club World Cup. Like I don't know, I discredited it. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I rescind that thought.
I forgot it was even a thing.
As a thing,
To be honest.
we don't
So,
give it enough props.
Yeah, I mean, I pay attention to it to an extent. I've always liked the concept of it. I just prefer it would be bigger and not in the wintertime.
Okay.
I would wish it was more like the actual World Cup itself. I know way too many teams like that to the 30+ team nations that go to the World Cup. Maybe slightly smaller, but still big enough and it's on its own thing.
So like a worldwide Champions League is what you're talking about.
Because that's what technically it is.
Supposed to
We
be,
call
yeah.
it, yeah. But it's by continent, if I'm mistaken.
Yeah.
So if it would be a slightly bigger, I think more people would pay attention.
So you want the somewhat of a European Super League?
Ish.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want.
No,
I didn't want to say it.
I'm not saying no, because it's not
That
only
was-
Europe.
That was literally the first thing that popped in my
And it would be, yes, it would be yearly, but it's not going to overtake everything else. It's just going to be one time a month in the summer.
Let us know what other tournament you guys want to see. Marco's
That's the
version
Super
of the World Super League. Or the
You're
European Super
twisting
League,
things
but
now. Because that means that would have to
Listen,
take their place throughout the whole year, not
That's
just
what I
one month.
understood, and that's what he understood.
No,
so-
he laughed at your joke.
When
because
we're right, we're
he
right.
is-
Because I thought about it.
It's a hairball
Yeah,
thing.
when
Because
we're
I
right,
thought
right,
about it.
we're right too. All right.
Exactly.
So,
That
it
was
can't only
my
be
thing.
him. It can be us too. But nah. Next, I want to go into Manchester United real quick. They had 2 games this past weekend, which we didn't go over on Monday because obviously we weren't here. It was Valentine's Day, which we spent.
Or Tuesday because they didn't make it.
Or I wasn't gonna bring it up, but Marco, you keep
Ah,
you
you know
keep digging
what?
your own grave, so that's not on me, man.
That's a me thing, bro.
That's a you thing, yeah, for real. But Man United on the weekend drew against Southampton 1-1. Another classic United, where it was strong first half and then got the first goal and then just collapsed.
and that's it.
But I want to actually bring it to the most recent game, which is the 2-0 against Brighton. Before we give our thoughts, but how was your reaction to the game? How did you like the performance, the result? What does it mean for United right now?
It's definitely great momentum, especially once we start talking about going into the Champions League midweek, after this weekend's games as well. But even the Brighton game, it was still an first half. And I kind of expected that because Brighton are no one to sleep on. But they definitely kicked it up in the second half. Once that red card came, it kind of lit a fire under their ass and kind of pushed them to want to just kill the game. And they should have done it a lot sooner. Even Ralph said it in his press conference after they had like 4 or 5 big chances even right around and after the red card. So that game should have been done and dusted a lot sooner than it actually was. But Bruno's goal was something else. Did you guys see Bruno's goal?
Yeah, I saw the goal, but talk about his shank, the one he missed right in front of the goal
Yeah.
too. Though
They
they
mi-
talk
yeah.
about the bad, talk about the
Yeah.
goods.
They for some
Gotta give
reason
him shit before you throw him flowers.
Come on,
for
bro.
some reason they can't. They're just not clinical right now.
Well,
As
that goal was
clinical as they
clinical.
should be. The last one, yeah.
And Ronaldo's goal was clinical
Yeah.
too. That was
That was
a
a
classic
straight
Ronaldo
green
goal.
time, just just hold it down in FIFA.
Yeah, that was a classic Ronaldo goal. Like, it was actually upsetting to see that because it was
But both of them missed
seconds after
missed a
Messi's
handful of chances.
Yeah,
Both of them missed a hand. So they're just not being as clinical. But I mean, they did what they had to do. They got the job done. So onward and upward.
Yeah, I think this is a great example. Well, not example, but I guess I've asked you guys before. Like, what do you guys prefer, performances over results? I'm a believer that performance is more longevity, results is more short term. But in this case, the way that United's kind of like, and we'll get into the drama that's going on behind the scenes. But sometimes you just need a result. The performance may not be there, which I don't think it was for this game, but the result is going to build the confidence, build the momentum, and ideally for you guys, carry over to the next game because the top 4 race is getting more intense now. My question to both you and Nick, you being the United fan, Nick being more the rival, um, is the drama behind the scenes right now. Now I'm gonna lay all the facts for you, the way that if I recall a timeline. I'm hoping I get it correct, and if I'm wrong, please let us know. Leave us a comment or just call me out. But I'm gonna give you all the facts. Let me know what you think is going on behind the scenes. Is it all just paper talk, or is it something to actually worry about? So, this is apparently the drama that's happening behind the scenes at United. We all know the Ronaldo interview that he gave to Sky Sports a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, where he called out the young players. Right, their work ethic isn't there. Not like when he was young, he would listen to the players, adapt, and learn, move on. All right, so that happened. Gary Neville recently comes out confirming that there are leaks and that they're essentially trolling Chris Armas, the coaching staff. They don't believe in Ragnick apparently. That's Gary Neville, and I'm pretty sure we can all assume he has ties to the club still. And then we have Christian Falk, who's people consider him a tier 1 reporter. He's in Fabrizio Romano's circle.
Highly disagree.
I'm giving you.
Is that CF Bayern on Twitter?
Yes, he's in Fabrizio Romano's circle. They host each other on each other's podcasts, so there's got to be some kind of. I'm not saying there has to be, but he has some reputation behind him. And he comes out and calls out Maguire and Rashford, saying that they're upset that
Ronaldo has like his own clique within the club.
And then
Rashford comes out and responds as it's, so are we just making things up as we go? Which is how I feel. It's most
Christian
definitely.
Falk responded back to him again. Did you know that?
I didn't see that response.
He said, Marcus Rashford, you know it's all true. And nothing was said. But this could be just Twitter talk. Given everything I just laid out for you, is there something happening behind the scenes that could boil up into a big problem?
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna pretend that there isn't something. What exactly that something is, I don't know if we'll ever find out what the actual truth is, because I'm sure a lot of it is just media just trying to get chit chat and just trying to cause chaos. So far it's working. But I can't sit here
Chaos for who, though?
Just in general. I mean, you see all these reports that keep coming out, or it's just trying to just bash us left and right, just trying to pretty much I don't know, implode, just trying to make the club implode.
But who does this benefit though?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
So like, I see what you're saying, but when I look at this, it has to translate what's happening on the pitch, and the performance aren't there. So there's got to be some truth to this. So as a fan, you think it's more paper talk than anything else?
Yeah, I mean, I can't, like I said, I can't deny there might be something. I mean, we do have. I mean, there are problems that run deep within the club that go as high as the owners and the board in general. So I can't sit here and say that there is nothing going on. There's definitely something, but I also believe that it's just more. It's just more talk.
Nick, as a rival fan, I mean, I don't think there's there's been like a moment in recent history for you guys where it's been like this toxic. But how do you view it? Do you see? Do you think there's something going on?
I mean, as a Liverpool fan, I'd hope so.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like, I think during the '06 World Cup for England, there were so many cliques. So you had like I think Steven Gerrard and Rio and Frank Lampard talked about it on I think it was Sky Sports a couple years ago. There was like a lot of cliques. There was like the Man United clique, the Chelsea clique, the Liverpool clique, etc. And if that is going on at Man United, that is probably that's probably one of the worst things that can probably going on. Just because there's no way to build chemistry. There's no way. There's just no way, real way to bond. Yeah, like just it's as simple as that. Like on the field, you need a connection. You need some chemistry. You know, on the pitch, it's not really like tactically where all right, he's gonna be here when I pass the ball. It's more of just like sharing that connection with each other, personally, just being there for each other. And if that is going on, that's just probably one of the worst things that can happen to a team, which is Man United are probably a top 3 team in the world right now. So
Yeah, I mean with at least the players they have on paper, technically speaking. But
no, like stature wise,
Oh.
like globally.
I was like, damn, really?
Oh no.
But no, I'm trying to see what is it that changed because last year, second place team, you guys made the signings, Ronaldo, Varane, Sancho, that's gonna push you into that title race. But what happened? It just all went backwards. Ollie was supposedly the one that found the culture back, built a strong foundation, and all that went out the window in a matter of a few months.
Did it though?
That's
Go around. I mean, they can of course blame it on the new signings of this year, right? This season, which was Varane, Ronaldo, and whoever else.
Would you
came
blame
in.
the new signings?
Not entirely. I would put more blame on Ronaldo then, because it's Ronaldo. I mean, we all know the ego.
let me
We all
get you
know
wrong.
the
Look,
ego he has.
He walked in with an ego, and we all know this.
Yeah, of course.
Well, is he helping or trying to help the team? Maybe not. I'm not in his shoes, but I feel like this has been the rumors of problems in the locker room has been coming even before Ronaldo was there. When Ollie was there, the rumors were already there. Yes, they made it to second place last season, but they always had issues. They always were struggling.
Yeah,
it's
it's
just that they
not
found themselves
something
a
new.
little bit more, maybe last season versus this one. It's just I feel like now it's just exploding a little bit more. And that's why we consistently hear there's problems in the locker room. I feel like what's going to happen is just they're going to have to cut some heads at the end of the season.
Start over, start fresh. Clean the locker room.
Yeah,
We'll see. Because the
which I'm not
Glazers are in it
opposed
for the
to.
money. So what's cheaper? Getting rid of a manager, or getting rid of a full locker room? Probably just a manager. So
Manager and a couple of the locker room.
yeah, well, that salary, that salary's insane. But yeah, so a lot happening at United. Just because things are happening behind the scenes doesn't mean the results won't come. The results can still come. We saw that against Brighton 2-0. The top 4 race is completely open, but somebody who doesn't feel that way is Antonio Conte. After losing 2-0 at home to Wolves. First of all, shout out to Wolves, man. They're looking really good this season, man. I think they're more in the top 4 race currently than Spurs are. But yeah, you read the interview of what Conte said?
Yeah, in a nutshell, he pretty much said when you lose 2 home games and you lose against Chelsea for a team that's striving to hit top 4, it's probably not going to happen now.
So my question to you guys is, it doesn't seem like the results are going to be coming, or at least he doesn't feel that way. Is he going to walk?
Yeah.
I don't think he will.
Unless something changes up top and they actually give him the money to do whatever he pleases with during the summer, I don't think he stays. Because it's Conte.
I don't think
that's
he
what
should,
wants.
man. Just because if he does, I think it'll look so bad on his legacy. I think it already is looking bad. Like he's throwing his players on the bus, which is such a cop out.
It's a Mourinho thing to do.
In my opinion, yeah, that's the exact same thing. Mourinho, Conte, what they're saying in the media right now and interviews is the exact same thing that Jose Mourinho did a couple years ago with United and Spurs. In my opinion, like I just said, it's such a cop out. Like I think Conte is like one of the best managers in the world.
Look at the 2 teams you just mentioned. For Mourinho, United and Spurs. United and Spurs throwing players under the bus. There's a trend. So I'm kind of curious. I don't know, man. I feel like Conte could actually walk.
I think he should, because I think Spurs is not the team for him. I don't think they're built to play his style.
No, it's not.
Oh,
I feel like the team itself is not built to play his style, and
No.
they should have learned their lesson when Nuno was there, and they didn't, and they brought Nuno that plays similar football, and they didn't learn with him, and now they bring Conte to play the same exact.
no.
He would
It
need
doesn't work for them.
he would need a major overhaul in the summer.
Yeah, they need to sell everybody and buy brand new players and just keep Son.
And just to piggyback on what Nick was saying, yeah, it is hurting Conte's legacy because he is probably one of the best managers to ever manage the sport. For him to if he stays at Spurs and just for his reputation, he not only would need a massive overhaul, but it would need to work, and they would have to
So it requires time.
which he probably doesn't have.
Those interviews are also showing his massive ego. Like he's
Mhm.
literally blaming it on his players and no blame towards himself. Like Jurgen Klopp, Pep Guardiola, they don't throw their players in the bus. They'll come out in interviews. If they probably in their mind think like, damn, this player really kind of let me down today. But when they come out into the media and for interviews, post games, they'll back their players. They'll be like, all right, yeah, I could have done this better. But they're not gonna display out to the whole entire world about this player, the whole team, the shit, Like, no, it's just that's not the way you do it, and especially like for a top team like Tottenham are globally, and in the country, for your manager, for a top manager to really like come out and just throw your player just under the bus like that is really not a good look for the manager and the club.
We'll see what happens. I've already been reading things that he's the next to go. How likely is it? Who knows? It's his first season there. Well, I'm assuming he's gonna stick around, but I'd like to see him walk. That's gonna be interesting to see. But next team I want to talk about is gonna be Leicester. Just real quick, Leicester 2 versus West Ham 2. Top 4 chances. This is what we were talking about. West Ham could possibly start slipping away. Yeah, they were away at the King Power, but it's Leicester who have been in very, very questionable form. They should have gone to 3 points in this one and kept their top 4 chances strong. But shout out to Bowen. He's having the season of his life right now. May get his England call up. So, yeah. Any thoughts on that game, guys? I'm just top 4 race. Another top.
What's that stat like the commentators always mention? Literally every time Leicester get a corner, they always concede.
Oh yeah, yeah. I forget what the stat is, but I know they conceded the most corners. I think. Or
Yeah, they
most
have,
set
they have.
pieces. Like if you get a set piece, you're guaranteed.
But they're also like one of the worst to defend them too. Not just conceding them; they just can't defend to save their lives.
Well, that's the thing.
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
So I think it's every game they've got conceded. Like, well, not every game, but like mostly every game.
Yeah, for sure.
That's crazy. Brendan Rodgers. First of all, when the fuck is he gonna get sacked? He's gotta go.
I'm surprised he's still there.
He's still there, bro. What the fuck,
Do you guys
bro?
think he underachieved?
Wasn't there like
Yes.
a meme already going around that he was sacked?
I mean, not under.
I saw it on Instagram. I sent to the chat. I'm like, yo, like, and it was like one of those pages that are pretty accurate with their news.
What was it 4-3-3, right?
FTBL.
Oh.
They're pretty accurate with the news. So when I saw it, like, oh shit, and I sent to you guys, and they took it off. So, but yeah, to answer your question,
I meant
I think
over.
it's
I meant over.
overachieved.
All right.
No. I don't think he overachieved. Look, he didn't do bad at Liverpool. He never accomplished what his ultimate goal was. He didn't do bad.
At Liverpool?
Yeah.
Oh no, the 2013-2014 season when they bottled it, he did a lot to actually get that team to actually title challenge. Like Liverpool's defense was literally planks of wood. I'm being dead serious. That team was
Was it
literally
Skirtle?
Skirtle.
Yeah,
like,
they don't
just
give
a
him the
bunch
credit
of
that
planks of wood. It was just Coutinho,
Well
Gerrard,
deserved.
Sturridge, and Suarez. Like it was just attacking vibes that season. But so like 2019, 2020, they bottled top 4, right? Leicester,
Yeah.
Rodgers, right?
Mhm.
The next year they bottled it, right? Last year, right? They won the FA Cup last season. So is that what do you put that over or under?
Are Leicester a team that you'd regularly expect to be in like
No.
I think he's
If they wouldn't bottle it every damn season, I would expect them
Or-
to be
or-
up
they're
or
there.
not
is it-
supposed to be there.
Or is it
though.
properly achieved? Did he properly achieve?
I think he's
European competition wouldn't be for me.
I think that's overachieving in some sense.
I would agree as well.
Consistent European, because I think they have it. But like we've been saying multiple times, they bottle it. But I think that should be their goal. And once they get to that, then start with 4, top 4.
Oof.
And
Just
that's
the
even a harder one.
Yeah, it's the
but,
stature of the club. Like I think European success for them is overachieving.
and for them to be able to fight for that top 4, they need the players. But
Yeah.
for the players, they need that that stature, that big name recognition, right?
Or-
For
or-
players to want to come to that team
Yeah.
instead of any other team. So
Yeah.
I was
it's gonna
listening,
take them time.
I was listening to some podcasts today, and I didn't even know. So the 2 years before they won the league in 2016, so 2014, they got promoted. So that means they've been in the Premier League for only 8 years.
Yeah, so they're essentially a new club to. They're kind of like Burnley. Think about like a modern Burnley. I'm not saying they play like Burnley, but Burnley came into the league and kind of stuck around. Same thing with Leicester. They like you said, they recently came up, and I mean, fairy tale story. They won the fucking Premier League when Spurs bottled it up. But yeah, man, I think European success is overachieving.
Yeah, I would agree as well.
So, what do you think he's? Right now, what place are they in? They're like in bottom 10, right?
Ooh, City?
Leicester.
12. I
But
would say.
yeah, right now it's not looking good. Like I don't think the
throughout his Leicester.
They're
career so far,
they're 11,
he's been about for 2 years now. 3 years.
2.5.
something like that.
I think 3.
He won the FA Cup.
I think he's done well.
I think he's doing
Yeah,
well.
I think he's done
think
well
he's
as
doing
well.
well.
I think a lot of people are saying just because of like right now.
And he has European competition too. Didn't he?
Yeah, I think he's
I'm
done
over here saying
well.
he should've got sacked. No,
I think
I'm
he's done well.
Thinking back on it, no, he's actually doing pretty good. Very reactionary. I mean, right? Yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, so that's pretty much all we want to talk about in the Premier League. Anything else that you guys want to bring up real quick from the Premier League weekend this past week? Game week.
Yes, I hate the fact that Arsenal didn't play, but that's just me.
I kind of want to bring up the whole red card situation that I sent you, but it's more like conspiracy theories than anything else. So there's no point. So let's dive into a little bit of Champions League, some headlines from there, and then we'll get into the weekend predictions. And depending on how much time we have some rule changes that we may want to tackle on. So we'll see. Right now we're at what 30 minutes.
30.
So,
Yeah.
maybe we'll stick around. The first one I have here is PSG versus Real Madrid, 1-0. It's crazy how many levels Mbappe is to everybody else. I know I'm a huge Erling Haaland fan, but after watching that performance from Mbappe, it's kind of hard not to see why Mbappe is considered maybe the best right now or one of the best right now. I don't know.
It's funny to see because I was one to be blinded by him. But I know that you have criticized this player a lot, Eric, which is Carvajal. And Mbappe had him in his pocket. He had him struggling, consistent to the point that they had to take him out. Yeah. And I know you've been one that you've said like, no, he's an overrated player, blah 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 blah. I know. And to me, like I've been blinded. Like I really like the player. I feel like he was gonna be like one of the next captains, stuff like that. But once with injuries and his performances lately, plus this one right now, I was like, shit. Like Lucas Vazquez, and he's not even a right back. He plays it, but he's not a right back. So I thought the game changed when he walked in until I saw they took out Benzema and Varane, put Hazard, Bale. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, fuck. What?
Varane's United, by the way.
Sorry, Hazard, Bale. I said Varane.
Dormir.
I said Varane. Yeah, I'm fucking lost.
I was here for you guys.
Bale. I don't even recall him saying Varane, but yeah, I might have. But anyway. When they brought in Rodrigo, they brought in Hazard, they brought in Bale. I'm like, fuck. All right, there we go. And it happened. And good to him. Mbappe deserved that fucking goal.
That was a filthy goal.
The one thing I did, the first thing I thought of after seeing all this is like, fuck. The La Liga dominance in Champions League has come to an end.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, shit.
It's still first leg.
No. But the thing is that when I said La Liga dominance is Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Atletico have been consistently finalists or semi-finalists in the past 10 years. Real Madrid winning 4 of them. Barcelona, I think, had 3 of them in the past 10. 1 Bayern and 1, I can't remember who else.
Chelsea.
Well, yeah. But they've dominated, and now they're like 2 of them are out already. Real Madrid is have 1 foot out already. So I'm like, that's crazy.
And Barcelona about to be out of Europa too.
I mean, funny,
fingers crossed.
But I mean, that there's a big change coming along, and I don't, as much as I love my team, I think they're gonna really really struggle playing at home against this team. I really think that PSG is has come to play, and they want to win it before Mbappe leaves. I also want to see what's Mbappe's reaction gonna be if he scores that goal at Santiago Bernabeu.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see.
Because he's celebrating now, but he's at
Like
PSG.
he's home,
He's
yeah.
still their player. Will there be more of a slow pace celebration if he does score at Santiago Bernabeu? That's
My man's waiting to see Mbappe's goal celebration.
yeah,
instead of hoping
exactly.
for
I'm
a good
like, I want him to tear off his jersey and be like, I'm coming home.
Soon come, soon come.
Marco's already throw the towel in, bro. Just somebody's celebration. Fuck it. Yeah, man. I mean, to me, the funniest part, the most ironic part of this game was Messi misses a penalty on a Champions League
Bro.
night, and that literally seconds later, Ronaldo scores a beautiful goal.
And Messi was given the lowest rating on that whole team.
Bro, I mean,
Why they give it to him? First of all, like he's not good at penalties. You know,
yeah,
They should let
you
Mbappe
should give him a
take it.
fucking free kick.
that. yeah. Why not Mbappe take it? I don't know. I'm kind of surprised.
I'm surprised
Messi.
they didn't
Maybe
Neymar
build his
used to fight
confidence.
for them. Was he?
Well,
He wasn't in yet, right?
He came in.
Okay, right after.
He assisted Mbappe. More than just passing Mbappe did everything else, but yeah. But yeah, man, it's just funny that literally after Messi misses that, seconds later in the Premier League on the Champions League night, Ronaldo scores a fucking.
But that it was, at the end of the day, it was a good game.
Yeah.
It was fun to watch. It was a little rough, but the ref was actually letting him play. He gave out a lot of yellows, but he wasn't calling stupid shit.
No.
And he called. In my eyes, he called the right call. Made the right calls.
All right. Well,
But I mentioned like it's only first leg, but I think Madrid are in trouble in the second leg.
Oh, we
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
are.
No Casemiro, no Ferland Mendy. Like, who are you gonna play at DM?
We're fucked. It would be
Ceballos,
Stick
the
Valverde.
slowest spin in the world, bro.
Stick Valverde back there.
Valverde.
That's the
really
last
don't
player you
know.
want at
That's-
attack.
I really don't know who we're gonna
As
be
a
facing.
strictly DM, yeah, that is
I
probably
mean, you'll
one of the
probably
last
be
players. you
playing what Nacho because Alaba will be playing left
Yeah,
back.
not
Nacho and
we,
Militao.
honestly, I would put the youngster, the Gutierrez, the one that was playing when Mendy and Marcelo was injured on the left, just because I don't want to take Alba out of that center because I don't see anybody else doing that job, and Nacho can't do it by themselves, and we're gonna get. I think Vallejo still plays for us or some shit like that. So
Also, like
no,
we all see like Mbappe going to Madrid, but like that right-sided spot for that right winger spot for Madrid is like it sticks out like a sore thumb.
yes,
man.
but the commentators kept on saying that they've never seen Mbappe play better than when he plays on the left side. So if he does come, it's gonna be a big. They're gonna have to learn how to like swap between him and Varane in that position. Fuck! Vinicius.
When do you go back?
It's that V, bro. It's that V, bro.
Honestly,
Vinicius.
That's nowhere near each other.
No, it's not. It's the V that fucks me up.
I
It's
think
it's the dyslexia in me. Exactly.
Vinicius was one of the most like entertaining players to watch in the world, but unfortunately, and at least in my opinion, I think Mbappe coming is one of the worst things that can happen to him.
Worst or best things?
Worse to Vinicius.
How would they line up? It would be
Vinicius,
Vinicius,
Benzema.
Benzema, and Mbappe, right?
I don't think Mbappe could play on the right. I don't
Like,
think
that's where he
can play as a
started,
sole
but-
nine. I just think he's just a sole left winger, at least in my opinion.
He's gotten better at that position. That I can tell you.
Oh man, I think he's versatile enough to go on the right
Yeah,
side.
because
I
when
think he
Neymar
is.
plays, I don't think they ever play the striker. So and he doesn't play the quote unquote the 10 role.
Who's to say he's not gonna be the striker? Or who's it? They don't change. They don't do 4-3-3.
Yeah,
Who
maybe they
knows?
do
But I
four,
there's
4-4-2.
no. I can't see them dropping Vinicius for Mbappe,
No.
and I mean that as in they're gonna play them together.
Well, I think only if they get Mbappe and Haaland.
Well, they're forced to play them together. I just don't think it'll work out.
Yeah, I think they will, and I
curious to
think
see.
they'll do what Bale, Ronaldo, and Benzema used to do, which is they used to rotate between the three spots.
So when you look at Messi, do you think he can play all three positions?
No.
Yeah, he's positionless for me.
I kind of see that for Mbappe too. Maybe not in the midfield, but I can see him. Like Messi can play. I think he can play all three, like everything up top.
I don't
think
think he play on
Mbappe-
the left, but striker, center mid, center attacking mid, and right. Yes.
I think. I feel like he can do it all, but I'm looking at Mbappe as the next ones to take it over.
Yeah.
And I think he's able to do all three. So I'm curious to see how they will line up, especially if they get Erling Haaland, because there's rumors of
There's rumors of both of them.
both of
That
them
would be
going there.
nuts.
So what does that do for Benzema? Or I don't know.
Where's that Spotify money gonna go then? If Haaland comes to Real Madrid.
Maybe we're signing Mbappe on a $400,000 week pay.
You can put. I mean, you can put. I mean, if they do get Mbappe and Haaland, you can Mbappe and Haaland up top, and Benzema just right underneath them. Whether Cam/false nine with the two of them right just right ahead.
How's the striker?
Yeah, I know,
Haaland's
but
not
pair
gonna
him
be
with
that
Mbappe.
way. Yeah.
No, just play them
This
centrally.
isn't FIFA, dude.
No, I know,
I
I know.
Ultimate Team right now.
I'm
All
just
right,
throwing something
We
out
may
there.
have a different topic
Just
conversation.
want to
right
quickly mention Salzburg and Bayern drawn 1-1.
It's crazy.
That's pretty awesome for Salzburg at least. I want to give Nick. I want to give credit to Liverpool here because I feel like it's not mentioned enough. But beating AC Milan and Inter at their homes is a pretty big deal. Do you feel like it's not? Do you feel like you guys aren't given the credit you deserved, or it's just like another game for you guys at this point?
No, I don't think we aren't. No, I don't think. Say it again.
Do you feel like you guys aren't given the credit you deserve?
No, I just think specifically, I think the AC Milan game, I just don't think they're good at all. Like the Italian league, I look at it as slow pace, at least for AC Milan. Now for the Inter Milan game at the San Siro, it was a completely different game. I think Liverpool, I don't think they got outplayed. Inter they didn't even have a shot on target. I thought Inter were like incredibly coached though. I think they bypassed Liverpool's high press incredibly well, especially with the midfield. They're missing Nicola Barella. So I think it was a midfielder Brozovic, Arturo Vidal, and Chao Han. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Chowdhury?
Yeah.
Chowdhury?
Chao Han. The
He's playing
Turkish
Leicester,
dude.
right?
I don't know, but all I know is a set piece specialist. But
No, is he Turkish?
yeah, he's Turkish.
I know
he's
you're talking about.
Turkish.
Yes.
No, he played at, I think he's a Bayer Leverkusen.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But the whole setup for Inter, like I think the best way to probably set up against Liverpool, and we've seen this past season, is 3-5-2. Chelsea done it, obviously. I think Brentford did it at home, and now we see Inter like where they're literally the first 4 minutes. I noticed Denzel Dumfries, the right wing back, he was literally in Liverpool's own box. Like damn, like you don't even see Trent or Robertson literally playing inside their own box. Like you'll see Trent making bombing runs down the flank, but you won't see Trent making inwards runs, literally playing like making runs as a striker.
Yeah.
And like their whole wing back setup was like it was honestly nice to see. Perisic, Denzel Dumfries. I think their back three did incredibly well. So honestly, I wasn't shocked just because I think a lot of Liverpool fans. I just said like that the Italian league is incredibly slow, but I think Inter is to a different level to every single other team, in the league. So compare them to AC Milan, Napoli, maybe not Juventus, Torino, a lot of other teams. I think they're a different level just because I think they have a better athletes than the other teams. But yeah, they were incredibly coached. I think what a lot of Liverpool fans across social media, I think they kind of looked too much into the performance. Like I would probably say myself, it wasn't the best performance at all. But away at the San Siro, kind of got lucky on the first goal. Well, kind of got lucky on getting the goals just because Liverpool didn't create any chances prior to Firmino scoring. So yeah, it was just a classic like away European tough tie, which I would even say like the past years away at Napoli, away to Barca, those games are just dreadful to watch. It just wasn't even football. This at least Liverpool actually tried to play. So yeah, it was just a way try to get a draw or try not to lose. So yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, you guys won that 2-0, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right. So that's anything else Champions League wise you guys want to talk about? I know United play Atletico Madrid next week, right?
On Tuesday.
So it's guaranteed. Ronaldo's in the sport league. Just knock out Stevie in the first leg. It's written in stone already. But anything else from Champions League you guys want to bring up?
Oh, I think I took 1 point away from that game. I think Marco, you mentioned last week. You said Sadio Mane about Luis Diaz. I said I don't think this will happen either way, but I said I don't think Klopp will bench Mane for the rest of or have Luis Diaz as a starting left winger. And I said that I don't think he will, but I think he should. Just because I saw Mane, honestly, I'm being dead serious. And it's not because he's a new sign, just because of what I saw. So Mane, he didn't play well at all that game. I thought he was slow on the ball. Every time he picked up the ball, his pass was under hip. And when Luis Diaz came on, he got on the ball and just started driving at players. It was Luis Diaz was doing what previous Mane could do. Mane can't he's not able. I think he's able to do that. I just don't think he's played a lot of football, man. Sadio Mane,
He's still on a high from winning AFCON.
No, I don't even think it's that. Like he's played so much football. I think since he's joined Liverpool, he hasn't got until this past summer. He hasn't got a full break. So
Nick,
that means every single month he's played football.
I forget where I heard this or read this, but I just want to get your reaction to it more than anything else. But there's rumors that Salah is not going to get the extension because they're already planning for the next, I guess, crop of players at Liverpool. Hence the Luis Diaz signing. Arbiel is up and coming. Do you expect Mane to be out this window? Do you think you guys are already kind of like, all right, this team got us here. Now let's look to build a new team? Are you guys in that somewhat of a minor transition period?
Yes, and I'd hope so. I'm one of those fans where I don't show it. Like I'll show like sympathy once until like when they leave, I'll be like, damn, like thank you for everything you've done, but unfortunately, it's just time to move on. I'm not that kind of fan where he kind of clings on to players where, damn, this guy has done really well for us. Let's keep him. No, I mean obviously Sadio Mane, one of the best left wingers in the world, one of the most complete left wingers probably of all time, just in terms of completeness. Along with Firmino, like the job he's done, 2017, 2018, 2019, getting Liverpool to Champions League finals, being so consistent. But there's just a time where you just have to let them go, and I think one of them probably should leave. Um, I said it last time. Mane and Firmino's contract goes up in 2023, so Liverpool have to make a decision on whether to give them a contract or whether to not. And if they do give them a contract, I just hope it's not long term. Just because given our contracts, there's some players in the world that you do give a contract regardless of the money. I don't know. Salah is definitely one of those players.
I would say, is he the
Right.
player
I
you're
mean,
talking about?
between
Yeah,
those
Salah's
two,
one of those
I
players.
pick
Do you-
him over
Mane.
Mane.
Do you think he's gonna get?
I mean, that sounded really.
Do you think he's gonna get the money?
Oh, Salah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know you want it, but do you think Fenway, FSG are gonna put the money in?
I think they will. I
I
think they will.
I think they should, and for at least, I mean, for a short-term one, contract, 2 years,
When's his contract up? Salah's.
to 2023, right?
That was Mane and somebody else.
No, Salah's is 2024.
Okay.
Okay, so it
So-
still has
so
time.
right now
they
it's-
don't have to do it
The
now.
2-year mark is when you want to make a move.
You start, yeah.
Because once it hits the 1-year mark, their value just
I think,
plummets.
I think they should definitely extend it for another year, maybe 2, until you find that replacement. Because you already found Mane's replacement, you know that. So, but you haven't found Salah, but you
Don't
still have
touch-
time with,
Don't even think about Saka. So
yeah.
No, yeah, on Salah's contract, it's not even a debate. I don't care how much money he asks for. I don't think he's one of those players where.
He's also one of those asking for that.
Yeah,
big
no,
check.
yeah. I just think FSG are very like clingy to their money. Like they're very aware of where their money goes and what kind of money
But
they're putting
there's certain
into.
players that
Proper
you
investment.
have to be considerate, and Salah is one of them. That he helped you put Liverpool back in the map and win those trophies that they went trophyless for so long. I mean, I'm not saying he's the only one that did it. I'm saying that he deserves that credit at least. So, at least for Salah, they should at least think about it. Be like, all right, this is the one time we'll do it for now, at least, and then cough up that extension money that Salah, for me, in my eyes, deserves.
Yeah, there's no real question whether he deserves one.
I mean, he's currently the best player in the world. We've all agreed to that already. So yeah.
Yep.
All right. So weekend prediction, boys. We won't do every single one of them. We'll probably do the top 4 race. Maybe the relegation battle if there's any good games there. But the big one is gonna be City and Spurs, which we'll definitely get into. But first one for the week to kick it off, it's gonna be West Ham versus Newcastle. I think this is gonna be an interesting game to see, kind of measure where Newcastle are at the moment.
It's also going to be good because Trippier just broke his foot.
Trippier broke his foot.
He's going to be out probably the rest of the season. He was wearing the armband for Newcastle last time out, so he
That's rough,
was
man.
he their first signing of the new era. He showed what he came here to play, and he got them. He definitely improved the team as a whole, and now he's gone. So now they're going to stuck with who? Manquillo?
Well, we'll see what happens, man. Because they now we're gonna. I think we're probably gonna see Bruno finally gonna get his start and see all the hype that's around him right now because there's a lot of expectations from him. So West Ham's at home, Newcastle's traveling. Who is taking the 3 points? The 1 point. What's going on? Talk to me, Nick, first.
2-0 West Ham.
2-0 West Ham.
2-2.
2-2.
2-1 West Ham.
2-1 West Ham. I'm gonna go 2-1 Newcastle.
Hmm.
I'm excited. I'm interested.
The
to see
one
that.
team that you do not want them to win.
Well, I'd rather have West Ham lose.
No, you're right.
because,
You're right.
You know,
I understand
I'm an
why.
Arsenal fan at the end of the day.
You're right.
I don't know about you, but
Yeah, but I'm also
speaking of
realist.
Arsenal Brentford. We had a week off.
This is gonna be a good game,
I in my book, Brentford are a good team.
but they don't have Tony.
You have a red card, right?
Martinelli.
Martinelli.
This is Emil Smith Rowe.
Yeah.
It's almost. It's almost. I'd rather have Emil Smith Rowe sometimes because he has more goals. But Brentford are a good team. I don't know about Tony. He's not playing.
No, he's not. He's not back yet.
Okay.
I forget what's wrong.
We had a
with him, but
week
he's not
off.
back.
We have no other competitions. We should definitely win this game comfortably. I'm gonna give it 2-0.
1-0 Arsenal.
3-0 Arsenal.
3-0 Arsenal.
All right. Aston Villa Watford. Aston Villa should win that game.
Watford have been doing better defensively though, so it might be a little closer.
Hmm.
I still give it to
Also
Villa.
good.
I'll still give it to Villa. 1-0.
Crystal Palace Chelsea.
I'm curious to see what Chelsea look like because we haven't seen them play in the Prem in a while.
Yeah, they've been out for the World Cup. They're gonna be traveling away to Selhurst Park, I believe, right? Yeah. What do you guys have?
3-1 Chelsea.
3-1 Chelsea. Should come back with a bang.
2-1 Chelsea.
1-1.
2-1 Chelsea. Liverpool Norwich. 4-0.
Yeah, 4-0 Liverpool.
Minimum.
5. 5 with hat trick from Jota.
Man, Conley. All
He's
right,
injured.
cool.
Oh, he's injured. Fuck, go.
Oh.
Is he really?
Yeah, he is.
Well,
He just
then the hat trick for the new kid. Just
Is
for his
he
hat
for
trick
for
for
the
this
new
season.
kid. I hope for fantasy purposes that Salah blanks. So I hope Salah doesn't do shit against anybody.
Southampton against Everton. They are out. Yeah, their away record I think is more. It looks better away, but they're at home and they've been in really good form recently. Hosting Everton, who have been on a roller coaster ride this year. So, how do you guys see this game going?
2-1 Southampton.
Another loss for Everton.
2-1 Southampton. Yep. Everton did win last time out, but
Leeds
thanks. Yeah.
Leeds tax. Yeah.
Southampton definitely are the better team.
There's 3 teams you give tax to in the league. It's Leeds, Watford, and oh my god, I just had the other team.
Burnley?
No, definitely not Burnley. Watford,
Tax,
Leeds.
why not?
Who the hell
Brighton?
was it?
Norwich?
Jeez, Norwich. Thank you. Leeds, Watford, and Norwich. That's 3 teams you give tax to.
Okay. So yeah, Southampton. You have what?
2-1. Yeah,
2-1,
2-1.
1-0 Everton.
Everton. Okay.
Everton.
I'm gonna go with Everton on that one too. And to end, this is gonna be for the live stream. This is gonna end Saturday. Man City hosting Spurs. This is gonna be. I think. Remember when Man City played United and it was like what 1-0, 2-0, I think it was. Like,
Two.
it was just a complete domination. I think this is gonna be a complete domination with like 4 goals coming along with it.
Spurs won the first one, right?
Yeah, 1-0.
Yeah, they're not doing that. They're not doing
Yeah,
that.
no, I don't
Absolutely not.
I don't think so.
2-1 City.
Damn, now lead.
You're giving
You
them.
think KG a fair?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be at least 3-4-0. City.
Yeah, I want to go with that. I'll go with the 3-0.
Yeah.
There's
Even
just
though
no way.
my expectation is higher than those, but I think it's.
There's just no way.
don't know, I just-
Spurs are just so shit right
Man City
now.
yeah, exactly. Spurs,
Spurs
are
are
just in bad
so
form,
shit.
and Man City just won 5-0 in Champions
Sometimes
League.
there's just certain teams they could be playing
You're
shit,
right.
and they can stand up to that
Yeah.
for that one game. For some reason, they just click.
I mean, for the longest, Ollie had the best of Pep, right? So yeah, you're right. I'm just basing it off of form recently. So
Yeah.
maybe
I,
could be
I,
completely
I
wong.
just really want to see Spurs get shit on.
Me
So
too.
that's why.
Me too.
That's,
And it helps us
That's
more.
why I'm going for the 3-0.
This is an interesting one. Leeds hosting United. Are we gonna see the Leeds stacks this weekend?
Yeah, 3-0 United.
2-0.
2-0 United. And I feel bad because I always go for Leeds, but
I'm gonna go 2-2.
gonna go to 2.
Yeah.
They're so battered by
I
injuries.
hope you're right.
Yeah, the thing is that
I mean, granted, we're doing better
That's the thing.
defensively, but they're still battered by injuries.
are you?
We're not going to concede.
I hope
We're not
you're
going to see
right,
2 goals against Leeds.
I mean, better
Good.
defensively.
We're getting better. I
You
said.
were up
Since when?
2-0.
I said getting.
Okay,
We're
man.
not conceding as many goals.
What, one game?
Okay.
I mean, honestly, you guys are drawing like 1-1, so you're conceding a goal every game.
But not as many.
I'm
I said
saying,
not
like,
as
you're
many.
conceding.
When was the last time you had a clean sheet? Last
was
game
two-
against
two-
that. I
2
know.
games ago. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't
And
think it's
after that,
bad.
before that,
It's been a while. But we're not
not conceding, though.
conceding.
We're not
as
conceding
many.
as many goals.
That's what I said.
You didn't let him finish.
The objective of the game is is to concede a goal at least. All right.
You can't do 0.
not as many.
1 is their limit.
Clean sheets
not
don't
as-
exist
Yeah.
for them.
They don't. They
Um,
don't.
Sheets.
And to end the weekend, we got Wolves versus Leicester. I'm going Wolves.
1-1.
2-0 Wolves.
2-0 Wolves. Yeah. I'm gonna go more like a 1-0. I think it's gonna be a tight game.
2-0.
2-0. All right. That ends the Premier League predictions for this week. Do you guys? How much time do we have? We have.
3 minutes till maybe like 5.
Do you guys want to do the questionnaires?
5 to
The rule question?
5 minutes to an hour. So you had an hour.
What you want to
Don't
do?
matter.
You always have to give me shit, bro.
Do you want
Can we trade spots next time, please?
Well, because Eric said how much time we have left. He said, "Oh, we got 5 minutes to an
I
hour.
looked over. I said
5 minutes
57
to an hour.
and I
That's
was
a
like, 5 minutes.
that's a huge break."
5 minutes? Is that what you said?
He
5
said
minutes?
minutes?
he said
Right,
5
an
minutes
hour.
to an hour.
5
I know what he
minutes to 60
meant.
minutes.
I know what he meant, but the way he said it just made it seem like we maybe don't have a lot of time to. Oh yeah, we have all the time in the world.
So, do we want to go over these hypothetical rule changes that we'd be in favor for or against? Right
Challenge flags?
I don't think this episode.
Okay, so we'll reserve. We'll hold that for another episode. We got some possible rule changes that we want to talk about. Whether you
Dun,
for
dun,
it or
dun.
against it. Got kind of foresighted the challenge flag. So, yeah, let us know what rules you want to see or that you've heard that could be coming to the Premier League or football in general.
Will this bring commercials?
Just a bunch of rules that we could talk about. Just for example, the no back passes past the half-field
All
mark.
right, we'll talk about it later.
So it's a lot. It's some pretty
This-
pretty
see,
interesting ones.
I wanted to see if we could put
soon-
commercials between
So
them.
no,
that's
so no
all I was
back.
asking.
Okay, no, we'll save. We'll save that.
I mean, we're almost there with VAR, so
We'll save.
now
We'll
it's like a
save the no
minute at a
back
time.
pass rule.
Yeah, so a lot to
We'll
go
save
over. As always, that is today's episode. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please leave us a review. Hit the like button. Subscribe so you know when we have new content coming out. Anything you guys want to get off your chest before we end today's episode?
Communication.
Communication is key. With that being said, we
Surprised
are the
they
bench.
didn't
The
trouble
bench
the
is the
hairball.
voice. Where the bench is always warm. Peace, everybody.